Good afternoon, everybody. I'm with Kounal Gopaul today, and he's from a photographer from Mauritius. I met him when I was in Mauritius with Canon doing some workshops, etc. He took us on an extremely mountainous hike, hundreds of kilometers up steep vertical cliffs to find this rare pink pigeon. It was a fantastic day out, a little bit overcast, but no pink pigeons.
First of all, I would say hi everyone, and thank you for the invitation, Quentin. The page has been growing so fast, I must say, with some great feed and amazing photographers with us here. And for that hike, even I think Roger also might say something about that. It was quite surprising, but it was quite good. A good walk, after
Absolutely.
all. And at the end of the day, we could get the pink pigeon we wanted, and I won't say how we got.
We only got it. We only got it because we went back to the parking lot and there was a pink pigeon in the
Exactly.
parking lot. So, oh man,
And,
yeah. So it was really great to meet you. And what I really
exactly.
wanted to do is
And it was hey,
I wanted to kind of get you on the group and get a perspective of what it takes to be an island photographer. And I know that you mentioned that you've worked in Africa as well,
exactly.
and in India. So I mean, I'm really looking forward to hearing all about that. So yeah, over to you.
Yeah, so we will start with Mauritius. Well, Mauritius is well known for tourism sectors, and here we have a lot of wedding destination, and food. Food is one of the main thing people come to visit Mauritius. Their food, their exquisite views, and all. So our marketing strategy, or I would say what our market target is, mostly about the food photographies, wedding destination photo shoot, wedding, and we have a lot of landscape and seascape here. So the best way to be a good photographer in Mauritius, as we are not so expanded and we are not a huge population country, you have to be very versatile to try to assess every type of photography we have here. And it's quite amazing and quite a great experience also to do the challenge, to assess the challenge. And it was always a dream to try to work internationally with other countries, other clients. So it's a great experience, I must say. But you have to be very creative also. You have to be very creative to show the difference because nowadays everyone get in touch with Instagram, a social network. They see the top-notch work, great photographers and all. So we have to show the same level and the same quality of work that they see on the social media and the Instagram and all. Everyone on this social media nowadays.
Absolutely, yeah. It seems as though if you don't have a good picture on Instagram, then you're a really bad photographer. That seems to be
That's
the
the new
the
trend,
way
I
that it
think.
works.
That's the new trend. Influencers.
Yeah.
Well, so for my experience in the wedding in Mauritius, most of the people who comes here, and we have also a lot of clients in Mauritius also, like as Mauritius are multicultural, we have Indians, Tamilian, Christian, a lot of culture with colorful weddings. I might share a few pictures with you afterward, and I'll show you some pictures, some photos also. And we have to capture the emotion in that because the traditional weddings seeks a lot of emotion, and as a photographer, I've always tried to mix the technicality and the artistry views of photography together to get that final image uh, that makes the image more exquisite and more beautiful.
Fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to see your images.
So for wedding, let's say I have this one. I must say this is an this is an Indian wedding, as you can see, colorful, emotion. Everything is here. And Mauritian, like say the couples, they do like to get the emotion and that signature style of work to show the same theme of the wedding, to show the colorful and the perspective that they've been having with the timeline of their wedding. So love, emotion, and colorful, everything in one picture. And I have another one here, as you can see. Here we go.
Was it raining there on that day?
It was raining, yeah, and we had to, use some props also to get a few more droplets around and to make it more dramatic and to get the final image. As you can see, the emotion is everything, a picture of a traditional wedding, and this is the best way to get the most beautiful photos. And I do have a few another pictures like this one. It was in India. It's a famous, it's in Rajasthan. You have a lot of pigeon flying around. They come to eat. There's always someone there to feed them or to throw something at them to eat. So it was a good chance for me to try to capture such photo.
Yeah, I like
And
it.
luckily, I've got such picture, but it was quite difficult too. And while roaming in India to shoot in such places, you're not allowed with flash tripod, so you have to manage only with your camera and lens, which is quite difficult sometime in the harsh light. But it's quite good and it's quite amazing to be such to be in such experience and to try to assess such shoot also. And I do have this one too. I think you have shared it on the cover.
Was this at the same location as the one with the pigeons?
Exactly the same location, but there is two level. So you can the one level you can see and you can feed the pigeon, and the other one is up, so you can have a proper view. This was from the second level, and I actually they have put some rope up there which I had to clear in post production. So then you get the clearer image of it. But it was quite an amazing time to shoot there. You can see the harsh light also. I've tried to manage to hide them under the roof to get that small shadow and to bring it back after the post production. Well, for the wedding, we have these, and also, like I've told you, in Mauritius, it's about food and beverages, and I do have some pictures here, like some shot I've done for a restaurant. Yeah, here we go. So it's freezing a bit, I think, and I have this picture. Actually, the client came to me and proposed me to come with something creative and something more dramatic because it's an Irish pub, and those type of tone and light you have there in the restaurant. So they wanted something like this, and I have to work on the same tone and same lighting effect to get such style. And I have this one to try to recreate something with the mood to show them the style of the light, the photo of the same mood there, the closer shot to show what we have in the drink. And this one was quite funny. I almost emptied one stock of the sprinkle. I think it's a type of chocolate or something like this. I've ended up emptying one in the box while doing the shot.
Just multiple takes of the same shot.
Exactly, multiple takes because while trying to sprinkle it and the type of the whipped cream we have on the drink was getting into the drink, so we have to be very quick. We have to try again and again, we finally we got the picture, and it was quite amazing. I do like the light in this, which comes both sides and quite striking. And I do have also one post production. I think we do have Vidae Cafe also in South Africa,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Mauritius also. So these are the work I've done for both countries, for Vidae Cafe, Mauritius, and South Africa. And I've also done a project in Tanzania for a bird park. And this picture I've posted in Bird Photography of the Year, expecting something positive to come soon. It's a great blue headrone. If you can correct me, it's a great blue headrone. That was the bird photo I did in Tanzania in a park, Arusha Chini. And I also assess a few fashion shoot in Mauritius, but Mauritius is not so open in fashion shoot because we tend to bring our brand from abroad, so to get the stock photo from there. But there are some pictures I've done for my own assignment, and some designers in Mauritius which has been helping me in to get such work and design. So this shot was done in Mauritius itself, in Black River.
Because you were saying to me, I think it was yesterday. I was or maybe before, we were talking about the kind of photography that you can do on an island, and obviously people think it's on the beach, models in bikinis, etc. But you were saying it's not the case.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've told you, most of the brand who brings their bikinis and their product in Mauritius, they tend to use their stuff for too. So it's not that much of bikini shoot in Mauritius, or like we say, yeah, we might see a lot of girls on Instagram like posting their bikini shot and showing the island, the paradise, and all that. It's more like a lifestyle, okay. And for me, the bikini shoot is a category of shoot which is very released. We do it to show or to bring something, but it is very least for the marketing and the product photography. It is more like the brand and fashion we do, photo shoot only or simple shoot. We just do for experience here in Mauritius. In
Okay,
Mauritius, with food photography and wedding photography, which is the biggest one, and corporate.
right.
And also, I do have this work which I've assessed in Mumbai, and this work has a huge story behind that. It was on my birthday, and first of all, I wasn't aware that we need a permission from the government to shoot in such location. So already started to set up my stuff, bought my big strobe with me with my parabolic Starbucks and all, and a jeep of police came and they started to interrogate me, what I'm doing here, why I'm here. Then I had to tell them that I'm not from India. I came from Mauritius, and I was doing a shoot before. Actually, I had to take a flight at 11 a.m. and I was shoot. And this shot was took I think around 6 a.m. in the morning. So at 5 a.m. I was being interrogated by policemen there why I'm shooting here, and that place is just in front. I think you might know some Indian star of the Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan. There's a star
Yes.
named Shah Rukh Khan. So this shot was done in front of his bungalow. So I think this is one of the main reasons we need to ask permission first to do the shoot there. So finally, I got to do the shoot, and it was quite a good experience.
Yeah. Fortunately, you didn't get arrested, huh?
didn't get arrested, but I don't know if it's quite same in South Africa, because I've been in South Africa only for wildlife documentary photography, not for fashion photography. But
You know what? I think it depends on where you are. If I think Cape Town is a little bit more on the side of requiring permits, etc. And depending on where you are, in Johannesburg, where I'm based, you know, it really depends on the time of the month and the the will of the person who's guarding the place, etc. Because you know, we've had people say that they require permits to shoot at some of the local botanical gardens. Others that say they've never been asked for that. So I think it's in Johannesburg, certainly it's you know, up to the will of the gods. But Cape Town, I know they're quite a lot more strict with regards the permits to shoot there. And I think it's because Cape Town is pretty much an international shooting location. Everyone all around the world comes there to shoot stills and movies, etc.
so as far in Mauritius, it's not the same. Mauritius, we try, yeah, we have a strategy to shoot, take pictures, and to promote the island itself and the places. But we do have some places which we are not allowed to take pictures, and if we need to take pictures there, we have to look for some written confirmation or email, such as hotel or other places which are like closer to the parliamentary or things like this. So we have to take permission for such places, but most of the places here we can take pictures very easily. And I have another experience also in India, because India, I think for shooting is quite difficult there. And this picture, I was shooting there, and behind that shoot there was a movie being shooting, and I wasn't allowed. But as I came there with all my equipment, all the models were already dressed and made up. So I do want to look for the security to seek for permission. Then they told me they will give me around 1 hour to get my shoot done, so they can carry out with their shooting also, and I can do my shoot also. So it was quite difficult for me to do that shoot only in thanks. So we do have I do have a lot of pictures, but to do the selection, you know, it's always difficult for the photographers to do the selection, which best from the best. So I've done a small selection for what I can show and what I can talk about. And if we can return back to the wedding pictures, I may talk about a bit the wedding, how we do the shoot here, and how we assess for the photo shoot and all, where we basically start with the preparation. I think it's quite standard and similar with every wedding. We start with preparation, and then the tradition goes on with the prayers and all. After that, we have a small break or pause, I must say, for around 5 to 10 minutes. The bride will get ready to go to the groom's place. Then on the way, we try to manage a small time to do the shoot, and also to try to capture some creative shot. And we luckily get some good places to do the shoot. And Mauritius is well known for their scenery and location here. So it makes it quite easy to do the shoot. And
Kunal, when it comes to, I mean, I'm assuming you shoot, you know, a normal European style wedding as well. In fact, when I was there the last time, there was one happening on the beach at one of the hotels. How much variety do you have with those types of weddings? I mean, obviously the people, they fly in, they have the wedding on the beach over there. Are you able to take them to different parts of the island? It's not the same as a wedding that we would normally sort of approach here in South Africa, where you've got the preparation, then you've got the ceremony, then you've got the couple photos, and then you've got the reception. Over there, there's maybe 3 or 4 or 5 people that are there as their guests, maybe sometimes a little bit more. But how different is that type of wedding? Do you take them around the island?
We do have many type of requests from our client. Like there are some pictures like photo shoot with us. People coming from Europe, they comes only for their honeymoon. So what they do, they bring their dress to do a shoot again, just to recreate that moment, a small proposal on the beach or something like this, with a flow to get a beautiful photo shoot. And we do have also people planning their destination wedding, such as to book the hotel, to come with their family here, and to do the complete wedding preparation, a wedding photo shoot, and the reception and all. And we also have people who just come for like a visit in Mauritius, and they take that time and that advantage to do a photo shoot, to carry a photo shoot in Mauritius. So there are a couple who have done photo shoot. They want something exciting, like photo shoot near the waterfall or with the sunset, or like in the nature, to get that landscape and all. So it's quite variable. We get a different type of clients.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's quite cool, and it's quite hectic too. We have to travel to see different places, to try to see if we can shoot here or not, because sometimes we try to get to places to shoot and then the weather is not good, or we not be able to use the location, so it's not always the same what we expecting. And as far as for the hotel shoot, there are many clients who comes to the hotel and they want the shoot to be done in the hotel itself, like with a small shoot inside the hotel. Then with a sunset scenery completed, they are done for maybe 1 or 2 hours. They don't want that big shoot, just a small shoot, just to keep memories of it, and that's all.
Okay. The examples that you've shown us are really cool. It just shows a nice diversity and the kind of things that you have to and you can shoot on the islands. It's certainly a different perspective to what we have here on our big island. I wanted to just thank you very much for showing us your work and the kind of work that an island photographer would normally do. And just until the next time I see you, thanks very much for coming through and showing us your work. I really appreciate that.
See you soon.
Thanks, hey. Cheers.
Yes.